Champions League Game Week 1 predictions. We're going to cover both Tuesday and Wednesday sets of games today and give you a score prediction in every game. Let me know yours in the comments down below, and if you enjoy it and want to see more videos, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, let's get into it. Dinamo Zagreb against Chelsea is ideal for Chelsea fans kicking off this Champions League season. I think that they're going to win this comfortably 3-0. Dortmund are up against Copenhagen in their first game of this season, and I think that, again, this is going to be a comfortable win, but this time for the home team, I'm also going to go 3-0 to Dortmund. Maccabi Haifa are in what can only be described as a group of death, and they find themselves up against Benfica in the first match, the best fixture for them out of the three, which says a lot. Surely, this is going to be one of those where they most likely lose every game, unless maybe they surprise people like Sheriff did last year. But I'm still going to go with a Benfica win, 2-0. Celtic Real Madrid is a very, very tasty tie. Celtic going to get a taste of that Champions League action by facing off against the reigning champions, who obviously beat Liverpool in the final last year in what was basically a bit of a smash and grab. Courtois being the absolute hero man of the match in a final is huge, but this season Real Madrid still looking good, looking strong. They are one of the favourites to win this competition, even if the betting odds don't say it. Surely they're going to win this one, right? I'm going to go 3-1 Real Madrid. I think Celtic will snatch a goal. Then the biggest tie of the evening is PSG versus Juventus. Now, this is huge. Two titans of the footballing world right now going up against each other. Juve not quite as strong as they once were. However, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe as a front three for PSG this season are absolutely smashing it. Neymar in particular putting up crazy numbers. Now, they are at home here, so I am going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say PSG are going to win 2-0. Leipzig are up against Shakhtar in the next fixture, and this is a bit more tricky of a fixture to predict, and so for that exact reason, even though I think Timo is probably going to score one today, I think that it's going to be a little tricky for them, and I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to say 2-2. We have Red Bull Salzburg up against AC Milan in the next fixture, and I believe that AC are going to have that little bit too much for Salzburg here, and I think that they're going to win this one. Very, very tight, but 1-0. Then Sevilla face Manchester City, who are hoping that now that they have Erling Haaland up front, who has demolished the Premier League so far, absolutely smashing it with his numbers, this is their year. They can maybe finally win this UCL trophy that they've wanted for years. They now have that elite level striker. They should have a much better chance of winning this tournament finally, and this trophy that is coveted. So I think they're going to get off to a great start. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Manchester City. On Wednesday we have Ajax up against Rangers. No more Ten Hag at Ajax, and Rangers, no more Stevie G. It's going to be very intriguing to see how well they can do this season after actually managing to get into the UCL group stages. I think that Ajax are going to be a bit too good for them and have much more experience in recent years of doing well in the UCL. And so I think that they're going to get the win, and I'm going to go 2-0 Ajax. Frankfurt v Sporting is a very, very even tie here. Despite Frankfurt doing very well and winning the Europa League, I feel like Sporting are going to be a little bit underestimated by people here. I think it's going to be close, but I think Frankfurt will just about get the win. 2-1. Atletico up against Porto. Another tricky tie for both teams. Atletico, you would think they go 1-0 up, they just hold out because that's what Simeone does, especially in the Champions League. That is exactly my score prediction. 1-0 Atleti. Barcelona against Victoria Pilsen. Should be a simple victory for Barca. However, you never know, right? Last season was an absolute write-off. Now a bit of a rebuild under Xavi. Some phenomenal signings coming in Rafinha. Lewandowski is a big one. Frank Kessie is solid as well. Re-signing Ousmane Dembele is a big one as well. So a really, really good-looking squad right now. I think this should be a walkover. I'm going 3-0 Barca. Bruges up against Leverkusen. Another tricky tie for both clubs. Both at a good level, but not that elite level club. And so you feel like this will be a good battle and potentially more entertaining than some of the bigger games. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw in this one. I think that they're going to cancel each other out. Inter versus Bayern. Big one, this one. Lukaku back at Inter after dominating there previously. It's really fascinating to see how they're going to do, and especially in the Champions League this year. Bayern, we know how good they are year after year. However, without Lewandowski, are they going to be the same beast? Maybe Mane is just going to absolutely smash it for them, and they won't even miss him. So I'm going to go with a Bayern Munich win, 3-1. Napoli, Liverpool, huge fixture. We actually had this previously. There was a specific foul on Mertens, I believe it was, by Van Dijk. That was a controversial point. But Liverpool had a shaky start to the season, and I don't know whether I fully trust them. However, in Europe, they have looked very good over the last couple of seasons. Like, you can't write them off, can you? And so, even though they haven't started the season phenomenally, I'm going to give them the win here, and I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool. Tottenham back in the UCL under Conte is really exciting to see. I really am looking forward to see how far he can take them, because the squad, it's not the best in the world, but they have an incredible manager and some world-class players. Up against Marseille, who, again, a good team. Obviously, you have to be good to be in the UCL, but I just don't think they're going to have the quality to deal with Spurs, especially away from home. So you're going to go with a 2-0 home victory for Tottenham. So those are my predictions for the UCL this week. We will be doing this each week that there are fixtures in this competition. Let me know your thoughts down below. Have I got any completely wrong, or do you agree mostly with my predictions? I'm really intrigued, and I'm looking forward to doing this each week. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.